There we go. Alrighty. Well, don't know if anybody's actually going to watch, but figured I'd do a little bit of a stream tonight since I couldn't sleep, so I figured I'd do something. But tonight, I'm going to be playing Red Faction. I haven't played this game since like 2016, so it's been quite a few years. And I used to love this game when I was a kid playing it on the PS2. Well, I guess I'll just start playing. Let's do a new game. Go to training, skip training. I think I'm going to skip training because I think I can figure it out.
Mars. I always thought of it as a romantic place, a planet of mystery and adventure. Came here 6 months ago thinking it would be an escape from Earth. I wanted some time to think, to figure out what to do with my life. A year in the Altor mine sounded like a great way to straighten myself out. Man, was I a fool. Life in the mines is hell. I haven't had a minute to myself since I got here. You're jammed 8 to a room, time-sharing your bunks. Conditions are barely livable, and the guards are everywhere. Altor doesn't care if we live or die. We're at the breaking point. And then there's the plague killing off miners left and right. When the guy next to you dies before your eyes and your turn could come any
I don't know if this is an issue with the...
No one knows what causes it or how to cure it.
I don't know if this is an issue with the old game and the way it's running on Steam, but I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a cutscene going on right now.
Eos is putting up pamphlets in the barracks, claiming that Ultor is responsible for the plague.
But I think it's
miners to be ready to revolt against Ultor. A lot of miners are muttering, but nothing's come of it yet. As bad as things are in the barracks, they're brutal down in the mines. You spend 10 hours drenched in your own sweat in the Enviro suit, grinding away at rock walls. The guards make sure you work the whole shift. They enjoy their work way too much. You get out of the driller after your shift's over and all you've done is dig yourself in a little deeper.
Well, I hope we get some visuals.
How long I can keep doing this.
Second work shift
Oh,
has
there we
ended.
go.
Miners return to barracks.
I cannot remember if that sequence actually had... I'm pretty sure it had a cutscene. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just podcast style.
Come on, Parker. Shift's over.
I don't think we need anything up here. But I do believe there might be a secret behind this wall if we come and blow it up later. Ooh. Gotta have like super jump. Oh. So I know we're gonna get in trouble there. So let's go check out this little cave. Ah. We got some water down there. This drone's probably gonna come back and find us.
Disturbance in mine sector M4. Code yellow alert.
Oh. See if I can do this. I guess I kind of missed the whole talking point, but... Oh, there we go. Oh. So I just tried to ADS, but that didn't work. Oh. Take this! Take this! Let's do a little bit of exploring. I kind of want to see what's up here. I'm a terrible shot. There we go. I wonder if there's a damage increase if I don't have the suppressor on. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, that might be the right way to go. It's over here. Explosives. Okay, so I'm gonna take these. Health pack that I don't need. Oh, dropping some frames, it feels like. And I think let's go back up to the top. I really want to see. Oh. Well, didn't like that. Don't want to waste all my ammo either. Let's see. We got stun and C4. Let's go with this. There we go. This was my favorite thing as a kid, was the destruction. I love destruction. Okay. Anything in here? Oh, there's fish. I can't remember what the point of this was. If there was something in here. Man, these textures are looking a little whack, but what can you say? It was 2001. Alrighty. Got this tunnel over here. And that one. Go up here. It's gonna be like playing for the first time. Oh? Could throw it down there.
I hate him.
Oh, this dude's just wailing away. Oh, ouch. Didn't realize the steam vents actually hurt you. Come on, dude. He's gone. He's down. That's fine. So that guy, I don't think we have to do anything with him. So I think we can move on. And we got this door down here. Have not gone through. Health pack. Thank you. Ooh, okay. Mining dude. Are you safe or are you gonna attack me? Seems okay. He's a good friend. Oh, got a hole here.
Better run, miner.
Oh. Sorry, dude. Oh, we got some more C4. Let's just blast through this really quick. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Got a couple of miners in here. We do need to talk to these two, I believe. Oh. Come on, let me space jump. Gotta use all three of these to get in. Oh.
Hey, get over here. We're with the Red Faction.
Are you?
Stick with us. We're heading to the Red Faction base.
These characters from 2001 have better facial animation than some games today. Oh, that's a secret. Ouch. So 1, 2, what does it take? Three body shots? Oh, man, sensitivity. Oh, I might die. Run away! Wow, talk about the worst shot in the West. I'm Pulp Fiction in this. There we go.
Additional security required in mine sector M4.
Oh, how did I think their hitboxes are a little whack. Oh! Things are so intense, I need to read comments. More UPBGE. Oh, and hi, yes. Oh, I'm reading. Come on, dude. Okay, let's just go melee so I can start talking again. Come on, I don't have time for that. Okay, thank you. I can read now. Oh, that was ridiculous. And welcome, Stamigo. Wait. I'm trying to read and play at the same time. It's actually kind of hard. Yeah, being able to dig is awesome. It is. And yeah, the destruction. And Renegade was the next step. Renegade. What was Renegade? I do have some, let's see. Do you have any projects on UPBGE at the moment? Not currently right now. I did re-download it, so I do have UPBGE re-downloaded since I had to get that on my PC again. But I don't have any current open projects. I did want to do some animation, but I don't think I have the energy right now to do that. Because I am still working on one of my other main game projects. There we go. I just kind of wanted to jump on and... Oh, the game's Red Faction. So, this is answering the question from Kevin. This game is Red Faction. It came out in 2001. The same year I was born. We are the same age. But I actually really love this game, and it was a big inspiration for me for a lot of game development. Oh, the one I'm working on? Oh yeah, sorry. The one I am working on is called The Lost King. It's not a solid title right now, but it's been one that I've been kind of putting together for a long time. So I am hopefully one day that'll be able to release. I'm not gonna release any footage or anything of it because at least not a ton right now. But the animations were gonna be for that. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Oh, I'm not even paying attention. Let me up. Yes, I do all my own art, and I do all my own assets. So all the 3D modeling I do myself. It's actually one of my favorite things to do while making games. I actually like modeling more than I like making games in general. Anymore. But, yeah. Oh, that guy didn't make it very well. I'll take your health pack, though. Okay, where? Oh.
Miners, this is
Man.
Eos, leader of the Red Faction.
These guys are not doing well.
Our time has come. Workers in Mine M4 have started the rebellion. They're fighting and dying for you as I speak. Find the Red Faction members.
Yeah. Let me pause that so I can read. Do I freelance it? Yes, I do freelance it. Here and there. I've done the Fiverr thing. I did that until it became too unusable. And then I tried like Upwork once for stuff like that, and that was just scams. Like the entire thing was just scams, so I stopped doing that. So a lot of stuff that I do now is just kind of word of mouth. So I'll do art or something for somebody if they ask me to. You're in need of game-ready characters and stuff? For that kind of stuff, let me turn my volume down so I can actually hear myself think. Okay. Yeah, so I don't do, like, I know a lot of people like really realistic models, and I don't really do a lot of that kind of stuff. I'm kind of a cartoon artist. But so just be aware of that. You have a game company called Chasm. All right. Well, if you ever want me to work on anything, just let me know. For some reason, the video quality drops a lot during the game and improves when you pause it. That is, I wonder if I have no idea why that is. So also, and I'm gonna answer this really quick. So the quality on the videos is not going to be the highest at the moment. I am in the process of getting my internet fixed. Right now I'm only getting like 25 megabytes, which is not super low, but if for streaming and stuff, it's just not enough. Especially if I'm doing online games, and I got a bunch of other tabs open on my browser, so a lot of internet's going towards that. Oh yeah, and Discord is the best way to contact me. Okay. Here, let me game's gonna like pop out here while I do this. So let me just grab that. And let me open up a text document. Nope, not how you do that. There we go. That's fine for now. Let me just minimize this stuff. Man, I love doing this. Okay, let's open that. Bring that over here. Drop that in there. Control S. There we go. Now we can come back. Okay. In Renegade, implement the same system for digging after Red Faction was out. Oh, okay. So I'm not exactly sure what system they used for Red Faction. Whether it was some sort of like Octree system. But it was pretty impressive for the time, I'll say. Especially for a PS2 game. In fact, I will have to look that Renegade implementation. Same system for... Okay. Yeah. Because I would be interested. That'd be... Like, I've always loved digging and stuff in games. Especially like this. Alright. I guess I gotta load the quick save since I think it kicked me out. That's cool. 11:21 is... Yep, I guess that would be it. Let's do the quick save. Load that bad boy up. Oh, I am just... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I will check it. I'll check it after the stream. So I'll get back to you. So, I think I loaded into a save from... Wait, when was that? That was 2016 is when that save was from. So, I think I just broke my... I think I just accidentally broke my game. Wait a minute. Return. Nope. Not what I wanted. Okay, that's cool. Thanks. I guess I will do. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. So, 2016. I guess I gotta make a new game. Let's see, I might have to... Do I have to really quit? Okay. New. Skip training. Okay, I gotta start. I guess we'll speedrun this. Speedrun the beginning.
Second workshop
Okay, I
has
can't skip.
ended. Miners return to barracks.
I know what to do now. And come down here and fight these guys. We won't mess around with the tunnels too much.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
But...
Leave me alone, jerk.
Give up, miner.
Oh!
About to get a little longer.
Everybody's getting all freaked out here.
Or else.
Got this guy shooting.
Me? Yeah, well, threaten this.
Everything's out of time. Okay, give me that. Hello? I will...
In mine sector M4.
I will take
Code
that,
yellow
thank you.
alert.
And we got our dudes up here, I believe. Oh. Yeah, you can't hit that. Oh, actually, I keep trying to ADS, I forget. Okay, stand still. There we go. There we go. I'll lose some health, but it's fine. Oh, the accuracy is beautiful. UPBGE, does it have potential? I think that if you have expectations and you keep your expectations in check, yes it does. Like, you could totally make projects and games with it, but it's also
Run, miner.
it has limitations for sure. Like,
Weapons.
oh, here, let me clear these guys out really quick because I don't want to lose my save again.
Additional security required in mine sector M4.
Come on. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so we have UPBG. Does it have potential? So yes, it does. I think if, especially if you have more experience with the with coding and stuff like that, it's definitely a very powerful engine. But it can also be limiting if you don't have the experience, especially to write your own add-ons and stuff like that. And let's see, engine is sweet. Been seeing a ton of independent users doing sweet stuff. Yes, and I have been seeing. In fact, I don't want to close out of the game because I'll lose my progress. Let me save really quick. Save game. Yeah, I'll just call it that. There we go. So, I have been seeing a lot of new stuff actually with people. I'm not sure what they're doing exactly, but the projects are actually really cool. Let me just pull them up really quick. Let me see if I can't find some of the cool projects that are being made. Let's pull this over here. Minimize that. So let's just go YouTube. There we go. And we'll do UPBG. There we go. Alrighty, so there are quite a few cool projects in here. And I had to learn Red Faction. Let's see. Can you use logic bricks and logic nodes simultaneously in a project? Yes, you can. So, in fact, I would recommend doing that. The more stuff you can do with the logic bricks, I would say is best because they are more performant than the logic nodes. I am on the UPBGE server. I don't spend a ton of time on there, but I do go on there and check things out. I also use it for help if I run into an issue. But I would say if you can, I would recommend going on that server. Because there's a lot of people there who are extremely experienced in UPBGE. So let's check out some of these other projects. I've also been seeing these UPBGE from the UPBGE YouTube channel. People have been doing like these realistic forest and particle systems, which I think are pretty awesome. Especially if you can make this kind of result. But I wonder what the overall performance for a larger map would be using this kind of stuff. And this looks like old UPBG. This must be 2.79. Which this looks really good for 2.79. Let's see. And we got someone doing the parkour test. That's really awesome. That was 2 years ago. Endless cards, UPBG game. Oh, I haven't seen this. So there's a lot of these that I haven't actually seen. Like this card one, I didn't even know existed. But that is really cool. I'm actually kind of curious about it. See if there's any... Is there sound to it? So I guess this is a game that was made in UPBGE. Alrighty. We got we got our menus. Oh, what was that game called? I can't remember what it was. I can't remember when it came out, but I saw a bunch of big YouTubers playing this, or playing a game that was kind of like it. Inscription, I think, is what it was called. This reminds me a lot of that. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. And I do wish there were more videos and explanation videos, like people showing off their games on here. I think that it would help out the engine quite a bit. Yeah, I think Blender's sick too. I think it's a great program. It has so many cool things. Let's see. Martin's up to water shader. Yeah, I think I saw that one too. Let me see if I can find it. Might be on the very top. Here, let me just pull it. Let's just see if that comes up with it. There we go. Oh, BGE water underwater shader. 12 years ago. So this is like OG BGE. That's crazy. I think I probably watched this when I was like a kid. I think this is one of those videos I watched. Yeah, because I was obsessed with this kind of stuff. Like when I was first getting started, I was obsessed with making realistic everything. And these are the kind of videos that kind of inspired me that way. I remember seeing this kind of real-time lighting, kind of like Unreal Engine had. It looks a lot like Unreal Engine. It's kind of what the look. And there's a couple of ways. I know some people would use like depth shaders with the old BGE and do it that way. I personally do not like the old shader engine, like the way you had to make shaders back in the older version of UPBGE, or Blender in general. 2.79 building shaders was a nightmare for me. I really do much prefer the newer version in that regard. Got a couple of different water shader things. This one's from 4 years ago, so this is actually UPBGE. And this is an actual tutorial. So if you want to do some water shader stuff, that's a total option right there. We got a 3.0 water shader. I wonder if this is, let's see, this is a small demo video for my water shader for UPBGE game engine. The FPS is low because of weak 1030. Wow, got rays in the water too. That's pretty impressive. I wonder if this is an actual, like, is this a coded shader or is this using the shader nodes? I wonder. Yeah. And so, like, I haven't used a skybox in a long time. I usually just use like an HDRI and then just apply it to my world because it spans the entire world and you don't have to worry about the weird looking skybox. Shader nodes. Okay. The reason I wondered why is because shader nodes, I found they're really cool. You can do some really cool stuff. 3.6. All right. You can do some really, really cool stuff with them, but the performance hit on it is intense, especially on lower end machines. People who have older cards, it just seems to destroy them. I think the best thing to do is to create your water texture, make it loop seamlessly, and then apply it as a image texture onto the water, and then use like a normal map for it. Because then you could definitely get better performance instead of just using the real-time shaders. And you would still end up with a pretty decent effect. For the caustics though, and like the distortion, it might actually still work if you just use normal maps for that. This looks pretty good. Oh, you got that loop. A little stutter. Man, I remember dealing with that a lot. It always surprises me. A lot of these videos only have like 100 views. Just wonder if people aren't watching these. Let's see. Is it actually better to use a large texture with a frame, sequence, and controls, and control it via object color? Let's see. Is it actually better to use a large texture with a frame sequence? Oh, with an image sequence. Okay, yeah, I get that. And control it via object color. I think so. I think overall it is a lot less computing for Blender to do in the game engine. And I do believe you'd get better performance that way. Another thing is something that will lower performance is animation, like doing animations over time and adding a ton of animations, because you have to keyframe stuff in UPBGE. I don't think UPBGE has a really good what's it called? A tile map. Like you can't use tile sequences, which I wish you could, like in Godot. Started using learning UPBGE last night. I'm thinking of making a NASA game. All of it takes place on the station or shuttle. That would be awesome. I'd love to see that, like a shuttle game where you kind of run around a space station. And I wish you luck on that. I hope my tutorials can help. I know a lot of them are kind of basic and some of them are kind of specialized, but I think there's some good information. There's also other information if you ever need help on the Discord servers. All right, yeah, see you later. Glad to have got you on here, and I will be on Discord. Should be on pretty much all day tomorrow. I don't think I got too much going on. There we go. What other stuff? Let's see, UPBGE. I'm actually kind of curious. I haven't really looked at see if there's any games. See what the showcases are. Futures I love how the thumbnail for this live stream is Red Faction, and we're looking at this kind of stuff. I mean, I guess that's just how it works around here. Future's End. I've heard about this game quite a bit. In fact, maybe where's it available at? This might be interesting to play. I have never played a UPBGE game. Never in my life. Let's see. Does he have is there a link to this creator? PayPal. Game development. Complete guide game rig. Got Unity tutorials? Steam. Okay. Yeah, here, let me just take a look really quick. And pull up Steam. Oh, Steam is not going here. I gotta close Red Faction. I guess we're not gonna do that. I guess we'll just call that one. And my cursor is frozen. That's cool. Okay, Red Faction has taken over my computer. Wow, can you guys see that? This old game has broken my computer. And I can't move my mouse. Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's see if I can fix this really quick. Okay, thank you, Task Manager. Goodbye. Red Faction. Okay. That is better. Get rid of that now. Okay. Pull that over here. And this game is called Future's End. The Future's End. Check that out. See what it's... Does this cost money? How much does this cost? Mixed reviews, 2022. $5. Should I do it? Should I do it for the stream? Should I buy it? Yeah, I heard. So I did hear about that. I heard that they switched to Range Engine. And I will be very interested to see how it turns out on Range Engine. I bet you the performance is going to be a lot better. Because I believe this was built in the newer version of UPBGE. So like... probably like 3.0 or 3.6, I would imagine. And something that I love about Range Engine is even though it's built in the 2.79 version, it looks amazing. Like the graphical capability of it is pretty impressive. I guess we'll play this. There we go. Looks pretty good. Kind of interesting sound effects, I would say. Yes. But I think Range Engine itself is completely separate from UPBGE. I think even the developers have kind of said that. Like, it's pretty much its own thing at this point, and has pretty much no relation anymore with UPBGE. And the one thing, so, in fact, let's go to Range Engine. I would love to use Range Engine. I think that if I could get it... I think if I could get around to programming Python, I would love to use it, but I just cannot stand Python. Because this is a super cool little fork of Blender. Let's see. Yeah. So they got their new PBR stuff going on. It's really, really cool. Real-time viewport, which allows you to do some real-time shading stuff. They got Delta time, which is a big thing. I love seeing that. I think you can do Delta time in BGE, or UPBGE. Yeah, I've tried ChatGPT and my results are varied. When it's not hallucinating, it's pretty decent, but I haven't tried it in a while too. It's been a couple of years. I know I was trying to do a video. I wanted to see if I could build a game in the Blender game engine just using ChatGPT, and it did not work out. The code was too unusable, but that was a few years ago, so who knows? Maybe it'd be better. I mean, look at that. Can you believe that's old BGE? They got GPU skinning and stuff like that. Range engine node. Oh, that's cool. Okay, wait a minute. Is this new? Is this kind of a new node system? I can't click on it. I would love to see more. Let's see. Is it in their store? Spray animations. I do. This is kind of new. So spray animations, that'd be cool. If they found a way to do spray animations in Range Engine, like that was actually useful, that would be awesome. Being able to do like explosions or tile sheet stuff would be great. One thing that I always did run into with the older versions is the texture scaling. I know there's a way to properly texture scale. Instead of doing a linear scale where it blows up the image and it's all fuzzy. But I've never been able to figure it out. It'll work in the viewport, it'll work in the Blender player, but as soon as you export the game, it'll be fuzzy again. And because it's not doing a closest point sample or point clamp or whatever when you actually export the game. And it makes me sad. Because I love pixel art, and I love making pixel art. I do want to figure out this range engine nodes, because I have not seen that. That must be, I wonder if that's going to be a part of 1.6 or if that's already a thing. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go what's new. Oh, I guess this is what's new. What about this? Changelog? 1. Oh, wait a minute. Did 1.6b release? Is that why I haven't seen it? Input mat table. We're missing images. That's too bad. Video tutorial soon. Okay, so new input system. And let's see what else. The use of text objects still important. Okay, text object update. So we can do font stuff, logic brick updates. Some improvement. Why am I not seeing these? What is up with the images? Is it my browser? It's kind of making me sad. Let's see. Logic bricks. Python example. Set custom mouse. Invisible object. Well, you know what? Maybe I can just download it. Let me try to log into the thing. And I will see if it is available. I am in the wrong section. I need the member. Okay. Maybe it's not out for people yet, but it would be really cool. I will definitely have to do a video when 1.5b, yeah. Changes in range. Oh, this was edited 1 hour ago. So I guess it just happened. That was just released. That's cool. I will have to do... Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll see if I can make a video about it. Bug fixes. We got fixed speaker sounds, fixed lib load, ghosts. Cool. Alrighty. Well, I guess that's that. Let's go back. There we go. What else? I guess that's it. I guess we got what we need out of here. Is there anything else anybody would like to see? Or have me talk about? Because yeah. Alrighty. Or should we go back to the game? I don't know. We got a couple of things on the table right now. Estimate UPBGE Water Shader 2.0. What do you mean by that? What are you kind of thinking about what do you mean by estimate UPBGE Water Shader? What's kind of the goal? Effect UPBGE. Let's pull that up too. There we go. I'm not entirely sure how they could do it, and I'm not sure what the process for them to do it would be. Because maybe it is just way too much, but I wonder if there would be a way to fix the rendering system. Oh, video on YouTube. Okay. Making the renderer more like Eevee is just not a very efficient renderer. It's cool and it can do a lot of stuff, but I just don't think it's optimized. It's just not optimized for games or making games. Let's pull this up over here. Whereas the older version was optimized for making stuff like, I mean, the game engine was built directly into it, kind of with that in mind. Oh, okay, so this is your video. Oh, yeah, we were just watching this one, I think. Yeah. You got some some cubes floating, that's awesome. Some water physics. How exactly are you doing the water physics? Like, what is the actual process that you go through to get these cubes to kind of interact this way? I'd be very interested to know. Awesome little water, a little water effect there when you're coming up. I really like, that's really cool. That's a really cool shader. What else do we got in here? Epic real-time water. Oh, so I've always seen it as an option to use, but how exactly do you use a force field in the Blender game engine? I don't think I've ever got it to work properly, if at all ever. But I feel like you could do some really cool physics stuff if you get it figured out. Because I always wanted to use like force fields for particle effects. Some real-time water. This is 5 years ago. Wow. Some pretty cool stuff. It's kind of funny, all the stuff about water and water physics. I wonder what the practical application for it would be, if it would just be cool to have in a to have in your game, is just have it cool water. I don't think I'm going to. I want to focus on my own projects at the moment. I got a lot going on, and I want to try to actually put some progress on it. Alrighty. What else? Do we have any easy rigging? Random height field. That's kind of cool. Let's see. What else do we got? I did get a comment recently that I thought would be a cool subject. And that was doing some like a no-clip system. I thought that would be a cool idea. And I think it wouldn't be that hard to do, actually, doing a fly no-clip. This is the same as adding force through logic bricks, but you don't have to do it for each object separately. Okay, same. Adding force through logic bricks. You just create an object that is the source of the force field and mark all used for. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I can't. I'm going to open it up. I'm very interested in trying this out. It's just the source of the force field and marked use force field for the objects that should react to it. Create an object that is in the same. You got to reread that a couple of times. So let's see if I can replicate that really quick. So I got my cube here. Let's make a plane for our cube to land on. Let's just go background. We will make kind of a nice bluish color. We can lower that down a little bit. There we go. That's fine. Then let's just shrink that a little bit. We'll do a rigid body. And you always see the force field option. Yeah, right here, force field. So we got dampening, aligned normal, distance, all that kind of stuff. We'll make this a box collider. The shape of the force field will vary depending on the physical shape of the object. Okay. So do I apply the force field to the plane or to the cube and then make it react that way? So currently we just have the cube falling like that. There we go. So I could say like force field 1 here, distance of like 1. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of messing with stuff. Obviously nothing's going to happen. And then if I enable force here. No, use force build checkbox at the very top of the rigid body. Okay. So let me just turn this off. Create an object that is the source of the force field. Use the force. Okay, and then... Oh, use force field. Okay. So, use force field. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. That's awesome. So, if I come over here and then we could do some like... We'll do 0.6. And then we'll do a force of 0.5. So we should get a little, we get a little bit of a bouncy effect there. That's awesome. So let's just duplicate this cube a few times, see what happens. Oh my goodness. That, man, new thing unlocked. Oh. So I guess the only logical step would be to make this a compound parent. So we'll take this cube here, give it a new material, just so we can see it. Or I guess they'll all be red, and this one will be blue. So let's give a new material, make this one blue. Or, you know what, blue is we'll do a horrible green color. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is go over to our physics properties, and we're going to make this a compound object. You can optimize it. You can optimize it in a way. You just have to make smaller projects. You're not going to be making an MMO or like a Final Fantasy sized, or like Final Fantasy 17 or anything like that. For smaller projects, it's pretty good though. Especially if you can do shaders and stuff like that, and actually code your own shaders, you could probably do a lot with that. Because I think the biggest performance issues you'll run into with UPBGE is trying to use the EV rendering engine completely. Yeah, and maybe I don't think it really matters the quality. Like I think people get focused on AA, AAA, making these huge people or the groups that make these types of games are big groups. They have teams. It's a full team working on it. And these teams can range from like 10 people, they could range up to 1,000 people. So there's a lot of people, a lot of talented people working on these projects. But as a solo developer, I think just making a game, I don't think it really matters what the fidelity of it needs to be. It doesn't need to be anything super realistic. I think Stardew Valley is my biggest example for that. And I mean, the game is amazing. And it was just one guy working on it. And I mean, in an engine that I only learned about because my dad used it, and it's called Monogame. And it's not even a fully functioning game engine, it's just a framework. I mean, I guess it's like it's a compiled library, but there's no actual visual game engine. You have to make that yourself, which I think is pretty impressive. And that's like, if I could ever get to that level of coding, I think that'd be amazing. But anyways, let's get back to making these cubes stick together, because I want these to be marshmallow cubes that are floating in space. So let's go for our logic brick editor here. And we'll just say on collision, we'll just say any object. Then I want to parent that object. And we'll leave it off ghost, make it a compound. And the parent object will be, let's see, how do I want to do that? Parent object, is it going to be self or just the cube? I think, now I got to remember how to do this. This needs to be compound. I'm going to have to pull up my own video on how to do that. I haven't done this in so long. Does this need to be compound as well? Because I think that just makes it so the hitbox is going to be the same. Oh, and then, okay, I think this would go like that. Like that always. Oh, I think it partially worked. Oh yeah, they're stuck together. They're a little bit offset, but now let's take that. So this is actually the main object now. And I can turn, let me see if I can turn compound off of here. Yep, there we go. And then make sure, yep, all those are good. But instead, let's just grab that. We'll go F3, copy. And we're just going to copy these logic bricks over here. And then these two, I just want to copy the physics right here, or copy physics properties. There we go. Use rigid body constraint. Okay. Rigid body. Oh, so is there a reason for that? Is it better in some way using just rigid body constraints? I think I can, yep, take that. There we go. And then I want to delete these. Because you could use rigid. I know one thing you can with rigid body constraints, you can add braking to them. And then you could brake them under a certain amount of pressure. And this will go for the cube object, and then we'll grab these, and then we'll do copy logic bricks. There we go. So these should all stick together now. Yep. It's kind of goofy, but kind of cool. And then let's take this cube. We'll do a new collection. We'll just call it block or whatever. There we go. And then we will add a empty. Let's just make this spawn cubes. So we'll spawn our cube. There we go. And then let's just have this happen every 25. That's a little bit much, maybe. Actually, is it even going to... Oh, so the hitbox gets bigger. Okay, let's try doing the rigid body constraints. I am curious about that. Do I need to... What would be the best way to add those? Let's get rid of these. Can you... Booing? What are you booing? Oh, constraint maybe? Distance constraint? Oh, that's kind of cool. I totally forgot about this. So you can actually use these using logic instead of just doing it through the control panel. Alrighty. Not through logic bricks, use the constraint tab. Okay. Yeah. Something that would be cool, and I don't know, like, actually, maybe we can. Except I don't have... This is how fresh this UPBGE download is. I don't even have my logic nodes enabled. So let's do this. Logic. Oh, wait a minute. Might... Nodes. Can't type. So, well, that's kind of cool. Does Logic Nodes Plus not exist in this version? Did I miss something? Can't we just use Blender's native physics engine? In what way? Yeah, I have it open. I just wanted to... I was trying to get logic nodes because I kind of wanted to see if I could get that, but for some reason it doesn't exist in this version that I have downloaded. But I guess we'll just do the constraint tab here and do it this way. So yeah, we could do... We got some rigid body joints. We could do that. We got ball hinge, all that kind of stuff. Display pivot. We can move it out. On the x-axis, there we go. We'll add another one here. Grab that one. Display pivot. There we go. It's pretty close. So if we press play, they are connected together. That is definitely an interesting effect. And then we could use braking if we wanted to do some cool physics stuff. I wonder if because something they got rid of, or something that I guess it was never fixed in the newer versions, is spawning constraints. You can spawn, I think you could spawn something like this, where it's just kind of objects constrained together. But like how I did the old ragdolls back in the day, in the older versions, you can't do that anymore. Like, I can't remember what the actual reason was behind it. But yeah, someday it'd be cool to have active skinned ragdolls again that you can spawn. Because you could make a ragdoll, you just can't spawn it. If you want to test and understand how the water shader is made works, you can download the entire file free on the Discord server. Oh, okay. Yeah, if it's available there, then I will check it out. On the Uchronia project, I assume. Let's do water shader. Water shader 2.0. Let's see. So is there so there's an actual download for it somewhere? Oh, at resources, okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's give it a shot, I guess. Well, it's always fun. I'm gonna get viruses from the from the RAR file. That's always cool. Resource tab, yeah. Let me try that again. Let me just pull this over here. Download. Download anyways, I'm sure it's fine. It is a RAR file. You never know. Okay, yeah, it probably will. Yeah, here, let me just... It is 3.6. I'm going to close this. I don't even have logic nodes enabled for that. So I do believe I have 3.6. Wrong 3.6. Maybe not. UPBGE. Oh, yeah, 3.6. Let's open that up. Oh, and no worries. Water virus simulation. Okay, yeah, it's 390 megs. And my slow internet is just not letting it happen. Let's see. Yeah, it's still going. It's going to take a little bit. Let's go in here. Preferences. Make sure that we can actually do our stuff. I want to enable these anyways. Oops. Wow, they must, man, those are some big textures. Is it just a combination of a ton of like 4K textures? And that's why it's like that? Whoa. Well, that was exciting. Sweet, we got logic nodes again. 1.95, I guess that's what we'll do. Totally fine with me. So we should be able to load that file up when it's done. It's still going. It's going to take a little bit. Let's see. $120 images of 5x12 pixels. Wow. So why does it have so many textures? Is it just like the way... Is it the way the layering of the water works, or what's going on there? Or is it like all the diffuse maps and texture maps? I guess I'll see when it gets done. I think it's done now. Let us open this up. And I don't know where it downloaded to. Let me check. Download complete. Which file are you in, though? Perfect. File. Let's just open it. Don't save. Downloads. And it's not popping up. Okay. Oh, that's a RAR file. That's right. This is all one texture. Okay. Oh, so yeah, it's all okay. Yeah, 4K textures do be hard to handle. Let's see, I need to go to my downloads folder here and unzip this thing. Can 7-zip do it? We'll see. And just extract them into there. Oh yeah, easy. File. Open. Don't save. Downloads. Water. 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 There we go. Hey, look at that. Yes, let's hope that everything opens correctly. I am very interested to see. Let's just take a look at this texture here. I'm very interested to see what's going on. We got node groups. So there's probably a ton of stuff bundled inside these node groups. Geometry, okay. Using some backface geometry, light pathing, in-camera array. Okay, that's cool. We got it all going into a mix shader. And then we got this water node group. Can I open this? Maybe it's not super important. Oh, I deleted it. No. I think it would be kind of cool to view it though. But whatever. Let's just go into render view here. Layout 1. Sculpting. Okay, let me make a new layout here. Layout. There we go. Sweet. Render view. Didn't add any hints. Oh yeah, it's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, now we're gonna sit here and let the computer just take off into space. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is some wild. Oh, you got a nice HDR. I think I have this exact same HDRI in my folder. Let's see. Okay, so we got our water here. I'm kind of interested. Okay, so you got an ocean modifier on here. Just launch the game. Okay. Let's see. Whoa, it's going fast. Is it supposed to be going that fast, or is it locked to is it VSync locked? Let's try putting on VSync. Use frame rate, yeah. There we go. It's locked. Yeah, it has to be locked to the frame rate. Okay, that's pretty cool. We press spacebar, we can drop some cubes in there. You should have made some rubber duckies to go in the water, so they could just floating around. Ooh, we're getting some frame drops when you spawn objects. So relaxing. I like the sounds. Like adding the water sound effects was a good idea. That's really cozy vibes are awesome. So, oh, and it's freezing. There we go. We good. Are we losing frames just because of the modifier, or kind of what's going on there? I was kind of curious. My PC should be able to handle it fine. Let me just pull up my graph, and let's see what's happening. So the GPU on this project, we're running at 60 FPS right now, but it's kind of a choppy 60. Oops, let's move that over. And it looks like the GPU's at 30%. which isn't too terrible, I guess. Seen a lot worse. And CPU is at 30, memory 14. So why am I losing performance? Let's see, when I start spawning stuff, do I get any spikes? Oh yeah, we're dropping pretty heavy. GPU spiked at about almost 50%, but that shouldn't be too terrible. CPU went up quite a bit though. Looks like we got a spike. I keep hearing things. I got my headset on so I can't tell. Oh, this is a really cool project. Is there anything else you'd like me to look at with it? Let me just open up. Maybe it's the cubes. Yeah, it seems to lag out whenever the cubes spawn, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, spawning objects isn't crazy. Let's see. I'll go back to my layout here. So let's go and see. So we got cubes. It's turned off a render. Check out the normal map texture. Okay. Let's see what we got going on there. Shading. Wow, that's an intense background. Okay, let's open that back up. Water normals. Oh, in the UV editor. Okay. Let's check that out. Oh, you got it. Your layout's a little bit is weirding me out a little bit. I'll admit, but it's okay. Okay, let's see. Wow, look at that. That's insane. You can't even tell it's a texture. You gotta zoom in. It goes on for ages. Is there a point to having a texture this large? Is it just for detail and not just because that's pretty crazy. How did you make this? What was the process of making this humongous normal map? It's a matter of optimization. Do you have any... how would you optimize this to make it more efficient? Because, let's see, I'm actually going to... If it's the cubes doing this, I'll be interested to see, because we lag out immediately as I spawn the cubes. Yeah, I do agree. Using that one texture, yeah, because you don't have to keep loading him and unloading him. I do want to hide your water, though. And we still lag, but not quite as bad. So let's get rid of water, too. And then start spawning again. Yeah, we don't even drop frames now. So the water is definitely the culprit. How many cubes can we spawn? Still at 60. Can we fill this entire... Whoa, we got some weird wobble here, but that's fine. Okay, we're finally dropping to the 58 mark. We're still getting up to 60. Cube in a box simulation. My favorite simulation. Okay, we're getting down to almost 55. We're still at 57. Object pool, yeah. Because I believe it's does it instance objects? Like it's just like it's almost like a particle effect in a way. Because spawning objects, yeah, like initializing objects can be heavy. But as you can see, the amount of cubes that I do you think we could fill this box up before it becomes unplayable, or do you think it's gonna just lag out before that point? Here, I will give UPBGE this. The physics simulation in UPBGE, I believe, is far superior to Godot. I think Godot has a pretty like, especially the Godot's built-in physics engine. It just drives me nuts using it. Oh man. Yeah. We are dropping down to the low 50s now. So we're getting like 49, 50. But I think we have this is probably getting close to like 1700 cubes. With physics. Like that's pretty impressive, I'd say. Just been holding down the space bar. Yeah, lag in the middle. Even you can create many empty ones, you'll still see a drop in FPS. It's better to combine objects into one. Yes, very much so. Like, how full do we have this? I should have made the cubes blue so we could see them better. Yeah, we're getting about halfway there, so the box is halfway filled up and we're at half our FPS. It's not like, yeah, spawning objects, combine objects. I would agree quite a bit. Like if you have like a large map especially, you want to make sure that any object that doesn't need to be a separate object, you should just combine those all into one. And since it'll render it all as one. The only time that wouldn't work is if you're trying to do LODs with it. And then obviously those objects have to be separate. We are down to 15 FPS. Oh, goes back up to 45 when we stop spawning. So every time we spawn objects, this is just dying. 12 FPS. I think we're done with that. I think we get the idea. Can we go down? I go into the blob of cubes. Okay, that's terrible. Let's get out of that. All right, and what else should we do? The water is super awesome. I just want to say that, like, this is a really cool project. Looks really good. The force field is also awesome. In fact, I kind of want to make it so, let's see if the cubes will sink a little bit lower into the water. There we go. Makes the buoyancy a little bit more realistic, I'd say. Oh, did it die? I think it probably died. So, oh, let's see. I think we ran out of battery. Or did it overheat? One or the other. Oh, yeah. So, the webcam that I'm using is actually just a Canon camera. I don't have a actual webcam. So, I only get like an hour or maybe 2 hours. So, I guess I got an hour and a half out of that. But it's been on pretty much all day, I think. So, probably should have charged it. Well, maybe that should just be the end. I should probably go to bed too. It's getting late. It's almost midnight. Thank you all so much for joining me. This has been a fun little adventure. Even though the webcam is off. But thank you all so much. This has been a great little stream. I will see you all in the next one.